Oh, we're here again, Kevin. It's Monday. Yet again.
Yep, they keep coming.
Another Monday. So, I cheated. I pre-looked at this list, and lo and behold, there's nothing here. I think it's gonna be difficult, even though the holiday season, right? Like 12.5 is usually not the greatest game or the greatest time period. I will say Dragon Quest Treasures, though, if you played the Dragon Quest game, looks interesting. It's not a normal Dragon Quest game, but Eric is the main character, and it happens before the game, and that looks cool. Other than that, though, like, I don't know. I remember seeing the Halo Neighbor 1 stuff back in the day, and it creeped me the hell out, like pedophile style. I don't know if 2 is the same or what.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I do know that Divine Knockout is a PlayStation Plus game.
Yep. It's a PlayStation Plus for this month, which I don't think we talked about, so I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if you know anything about the game. I did look at it. It is a
fighter?
Platform fighter in the vein of Smash Brothers and whatnot. But this one is third person instead of
interesting.
Like what, the front on view? Yeah, so you actually have control over your camera.
Very interesting.
So yeah.
I could see it, since it's free for the people that have PlayStation Plus, I could see maybe giving it a shot and seeing what it's like.
Yeah. Other than that, on this list, I will say the only thing that sticks out to me is Choo Choo Charles, and simply because I went to UNC,
horrifying.
and so I went to Carolina, and we have a statue out in front of our football stadium of one of our most famous football players of all time. His name was Charlie Choo Choo Justice, so that's why this sticks out to me.
It's also a horrifying game.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry that football. I almost use the word legend. That's a little dramatic, but football star reminds you of whatever this horrifying thing is, or vice versa.
Legend might be appropriate. He finished second in the Heisman voting, and
all right, then legend it is.
He was the star running back for the college all-star team.
Oh wow!
Now listen, back in the day, the college all-stars used to play the NFL champion in a exhibition game.
Yeah.
They beat the Philadelphia Eagles that year, who were the defending Super Bowl champion, or not Super Bowl, it was NFL champions then. But yeah, he was the star running back in that game.
That shit's hilarious.
That would never happen in today's time. Could you imagine? You still take all the best college players and put them up against the Super Bowl champion. The Super Bowl champion's gonna win that game like 80-0.
Yes, without trying. That is crazy though. So yeah, legend might be appropriate. Oh, I'm sorry, Choo Choo. Choo Choo Charles.
I imagine he is dead now though, so he probably is not gonna feel bad about a video game.
Yeah. Probably not.
Probably doesn't even know what a video game is. Let's see. I don't know. I need to Google to see when he died.
Yeah. So that's horrifying. I saw the Choo Choo Charles thing. The first thing I was like, why is this coming out in December? I feel like you missed your time frame, and you might as well come back next October. What do you gain here?
So he died in 2003, so I'm assuming he knew what video games were.
Yeah. No, yeah, more than likely. If not just tangentially, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so, sorry, this is apparently how you're going to be. Or, I'm sure this game will be forgotten about soon, but still. So yeah, nothing really exciting. This Chained Echoes is a role-playing game. The Sky Children of Light look I don't even want to know if I use the word interesting. It was like an action game, but it almost reminded me of like Journey, that like yeah, makers of Journey. Yeah, like more vista and viewing, and than a game. Not to be rude. But.
Yeah. So, just to give you some stats here, since I looked him up.
All right.
So, he was voted the most valuable player in that game against the Eagles.
Okay.
They won 17-7. He ran for 133 yards, which
shit.
was 48 more yards than the entire Philadelphia Eagles team had.
Period.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, no. That legend, I think, is avid then. Yeah, that's insane. Choo Charles, everyone. So you actually brought this up to the game, to our Discord, and which is awesome, even though this doesn't help you at all.
No, it doesn't help me as any, but as far as PlayStation Plus free games of the month go, this might be the best month in my memory.
Yeah.
As far as free games.
Yeah, I mean, Mass Effect Legendary Edition,
Biomutant. I mean, you're getting 3 games by itself right there.
Yep. And the Mass Effect series, despite how I may feel about the 3rd game, is still
yeah. Well, the Legendary Edition comes with the DLC for the 3rd game, which at least fixes. That's my favorite DLC out of any game ever.
Okay. I mean, it's
highly worth playing.
Gotcha. And I know people were down on Biomutant, but even me, tangentially, I was like, oh yeah, sure, that looks cool. I just had so much stuff that I was playing, I wasn't gonna buy it.
Yeah, I do kind of want to replay it in a different style because it is based on martial arts, but they use guns mainly.
Yeah.
But you can play it with melee weapons.
Yeah, do a melee build run.
Yeah, so the last time I played, I did like dual wield pistols, I think.
Yeah.
So I would be interested in like a straight up melee run through it.
Yeah, that seems pretty cool. Yep, but I agree with you. I think December, this was pretty good. I will say, I read something and I can't remember. People are always disappointed, but the article said people are really hoping December is better than last year's December, and I think this one's good. So
I don't even remember last year's December.
I don't even remember the games they listed, but people always are on like, these games suck, and I'm just like, man.
Yeah, I will say maybe the one thing people complaining about is the fact that the Legendary Edition or whatever, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, has been on like PlayStation sales for like the past year, and you could get it for like less than $20 over the last year. So most of the people that probably really wanted it have already got it.
Yeah.
So I could see some people being disappointed at that, especially the people who probably just bought it in the Black Friday sale.
Womp womp. Yeah. But the way I always look at it, and maybe this is a consumer standpoint that's frowned upon, it is like, dude, like, you were going to keep PlayStation Plus, and I think anybody who has their membership, if you're telling me that you have this membership solely for the 3 free games, I don't believe you. Maybe, but I don't believe you. It's the play online, so you needed to do this anyway, which means that even though, yes, these aren't technically free, they're just given to you. You were already going to do it. Play COD online, you're gonna have to have it. Like, it doesn't, like.
Yeah, because originally you had to play for PlayStation Plus and you didn't get these free games.
Yep. You just had to pay for the service and you got nothing. And I'm pretty sure PlayStation, I could be wrong, was the first to kind of start incentivizing.
I don't know. I think Games with Gold was before.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
maybe.
I do think Xbox was first in that.
But
I think PlayStation was first in the, I don't know if you remember the PlayStation Online debacle where they had to bring the servers down for like 8 months.
Yeah.
And they gave away a bunch of free games.
Yeah.
Then after that, and that might have been what spurred it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Which Mass Effect 2 was one of those free games, by the way.
It's always Mass Effect.
That's how I got introduced to the Mass Effect series.
Yeah. Yep. I actually played Mass Effect on the Xbox because that was your only option back in the day.
Yeah, the original was not on PlayStation.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's exciting for people if you have PlayStation Plus. Don't forget to at least download those games.
Or just add them to your library. You don't have to download them.
Oh, that's true. Just add them to the library so you have them. Just real short, I'd end up picking this up. I don't know if No More Robots is very big, as far as like, but man, this game was buggy as shit. It was okay. A 6 out of 10 is fair. The soccer was a little frustrating sometimes. But overall, it was a cool $18 for, you know, the 15 hours I think that I got, and I 100%ed it. How much? Oh no, I can't trust my 49 hours because I leave the game on for days at a time. Probably closer to 20 hours, maybe 15. But yeah, man, like one of the things, and I did this very early on, and I had no idea. So before the big match, they do a lot of screen transitions to like kind of move stuff along, right? Instead of just having like code written events. And I hit the slide tackle button by accident, and it warped me to a zone I wasn't supposed to be in. And then I was able to buy energy upgrades well before I was supposed to, and just like most energy systems, energy is the most important stat. The more energy you have, like, you know, the longer you can sprint. And I kind of played the game on easy mode. I didn't even know that I quote unquote hacked it until I had to open that zone. And I was like, oh, I was already here. Because they also have a teleport button, which is how you know that instead of fixing the bugs, they're just like, oh, we'll just let people teleport home.
Nice. I will point out though that that type of bug is even in big games, because that is the reason that the Elden Ring speedrun record is less than 5 minutes.
Yep. Any type of transition that you can hit a button and then have traveling effects is just going to. I feel like with that bug, you could probably speedrun this game. You still would have to get every cup, but like this cuts this 15-hour total game to like probably maybe an hour at the most.
Yeah. Is it easily replicatable?
Yes.
Or did you just...
I was able to do it every single time. You don't have to be perfect or anything like that. You just have to load in and slide.
Yeah, that was the thing with the Elden Ring one, is you had to be frame perfect, and only people with super expensive rigs could do it. Yeah,
damn. But yeah, so this game was cool. 6 out of 10. I don't necessarily recommend even spending $18 on it, but it was what it is. So I put this on the list to talk about only because I know you've already done it. So
yeah.
The Charizard Tera Raid Event happened this weekend for anybody who finished the end game content. For people who haven't gotten there yet, like myself, I have until the 14th to finish the game.
The event does end briefly, and it may have ended today.
It ended, I think, yesterday.
Yeah, and it takes a break, and then it comes back for another weekend.
Yeah, it was the 14th, so next Friday.
I will mention, though, just in case you do not make it, the Charizard is breedable.
Yeah.
So I have a Charmander.
Woo! It has perfect EVs?
No, it does not. I assume it does not have perfect IVs. So yes, you will not get, unless you finish it, you won't get a perfect IV Charizard. But
well, I mean, you could breed it until you do, but
yeah. But yeah, I do. It is breedable. You can theoretically breed it to get a shiny. The Charizard itself is shiny locked, so you can't get a shiny there.
But you can breed for shiny
on the eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you soloed yours, right?
I did. I used a Espeon for mine. But I think my brother soloed it with Gardevoir, so not even a full fairy Pokemon.
Wow, holy crap.
He had a lot harder time than I did. It only took me 2 tries. It took him like 8 or so.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is soloable. But there are
how does that
or like, if you look online, all the builds it's gonna tell you to use are mostly party builds.
Yeah. I was trying to get to see if it did a solar player build.
Yeah, the Azumarill can be used for solo.
Yeah.
But to me it
Huge
seems
power,
riskier.
Too.
Yeah.
This happened too. I
yeah. Ladder went live this week.
Yep. Wolfie, which is my Pokemon guy that I watch, is already Master Ball 1.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't know why he showed up on my Twitter, but
yeah, he's funny. He's so good. If you are thinking about comp or interested in Pokemon competition, I highly recommend him. He's both knowledgeable and entertaining, which is not really something that usually you have to choose one or the other. I know if you watch me, most of the time you get neither, but but yeah. Oh yeah, this is the belly drum stat.
Yeah, but it's still the belly drum stat's still a multiplayer strat because you need someone to cheer afterwards.
Does it even say that too?
Yeah, it does. If you read after each belly drum, someone should heal with the heal up cheer.
Yeah. Well, luckily for me, it'll probably be a pretty easy time. Me and Brittany will probably just end up 2-manning it.
Yeah, it ended up being much more difficult to get a Pokemon to level 100 to even run it than it was to actually do it.
Even with your spot? I know you have that spot
up
north of the map.
Yeah, the spot is really good for getting Pokemon to like 60 or 70.
Yeah, but that grind's probably real after that.
Yeah, so after that I just started doing 5 and 6 star raids.
Yeah.
And using the XP candy.
Yeah,
to level up.
Yeah, it probably is the fastest way to do it.
And that's probably the better option anyway, because that gives you the option of getting that Herba Mystica, which, to be fair, in all the 5 and 6 star raids I did, I only got 1.
Yep. Yeah, you did yours with Sylveon, right?
Yep.
Solo. So if you want the solo strats, yeah, you can write up a guide for the people.
I also got a shiny Swablu today.
Oh shit! Do you still need the what do they call them?
The Paradox? No, my brother hit end game yesterday, so I got all of them. I have completed my Pokedex.
Congrats.
Which is the reason I got the shiny, is because I have the shiny charm now.
Yeah, nice.
But Violet and Scarlet are not Pokemon Home compatible yet. So you cannot move your shiny into Pokemon Home at the moment.
Yeah, gotta give it some time. Wolfie.
Yeah, I had never really used Pokemon Home, so I actually set that up today and moved my shinies from Let's Go Eevee and Legends Arceus, which ended up being just like 3 Pokemon. But
yeah,
I got my shiny Golbat, my shiny it's the Quillfish, I can't remember its name. And a shiny, what was the other shiny? Oh, Ninetales, because that was a guaranteed shiny from Arceus. Everybody had one of those.
Oh wow, you sign up for this shit literally in the app. I didn't know because I don't even not even at endgame yet to even think about making it. But man, they really make it easy for you. you just do rank play from there.
Yeah. They released the. Did you see the ranked list? The ban list?
No, I haven't seen the ban list, but I did watch Wolfie's thing, and he had a lot of very questionable picks, but he was using Miascara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the Paradox Pokemon are banned.
Yeah, that's true. Most myths are, or most legendary myths in like tier 7 raids and BST like 600s.
Yeah, the legendaries were banned, and surprisingly, the ghost dog was not banned. A lot of people thought that one would be.
I only saw it in one person's lineup.
Yeah, it's because it doesn't get as much of a benefit from ladder, because ladder is 2v2.
VGC is 2v2 too.
Yeah, there's a competitive community that puts together their own tournaments and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Which is not 2v2. It is traditional 1v1. It is banned in that because the dog gets its that ability or that move it has gets stronger with the more Pokemon that die.
Yeah.
So not as strong in a 2v2 format.
Nah. I will say, whatchamacallit, VGC though is always doubles, so most of the time VGC is pretty good at banning for that. I know Pokemon World Champs always doubles too. So. Oh, I want to see this guy's tier list. Yeah. T-Tar still one of the best. I saw a lot of T-Tars. Hydrogen. Goldinga was in like almost all of these fucking lineups.
I have it. I've not even used it, so I don't even know why it's good.
Just a steel type.
Steel ghost? Or does it lose its ghost type?
It's Terra's into steel, from what I saw people using it for, but yeah, I guess steel ghost is a good typing. It's make it rain too. It does a like a splash effect against its enemies, and is apparently a decent one.
That ability is probably why it's...
Yeah, the Pokken is immune from all status moves too, so yeah. And it's immune to normal fighting and poison, which are, at least fighting is pretty prevalent in most of them.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people using mouse hold.
Yes.
Which is... when you see that Pokemon, you're like, what?
Yeah, it's funny because so I also saw Armarouge when I was expecting to see your version a lot, and Wolfie was also using the mouse, and I was just like, what the fuck? It's like all these Pokemon I didn't expect to see. I expected to see Murkrow, I expected to see T-Tar, Grimmsnarl, Rotom, Torkold, like all those Indeedee, like all of this, and then I saw Mousehold on his team, and I was like, what the fuck? He also had Miascara, which with their ability, I'm not surprised. It looked pretty cool. I saw a lot of Annihilates too. I didn't see any Dragapults, which is surprising. I saw no Sylves. I saw a couple of King Gambits though, or King Gambit. So it looked cool. If you're into it, there's definitely some, a lot of stuff shaking up the format. So, and
before we move on, I will mention Charizard does not have a Pokedex entry.
Yeah, they won't. I don't think add to it, right?
Yeah, I just find that weird.
Yeah, well,
I feel like it should have an appendix.
Oh yeah, like just an add-on that's not part of the dex.
Yeah, like a second dex or something.
Like a global dex.
Well, international Pokedex,
yeah.
They used to do that, but when you're reaching what, 1,100 Pokemon now?
Yeah, no one wants to do that. I know people complain, but like, dog, no one.
Do you know how hard it would be to complete a national dex now?
It's insane, man. Like,
Because you'd have to go across so many different
gens,
not just games, but consoles.
Yeah. Yeah, like, the only way that would be possible is if, like, they had events every single week that had, like, these Tera Raid things, not to the scale of Charizard, but just to introduce the new Pokemon, and there's no reason to do that.
There is one other option. If you can move Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Home and then move them to the game, so
yeah,
Pokemon Go could fill out your national deck.
Well, Home could always... Home was always able to fill your deck, so if you had your national decks, like, filled up to, like, if you did it every gen, like, you only really
you still need
Pokemon.
Yeah, but Home still has its limits, because if you're trying to bring stuff from Gen 1 or Gen 2, you first got to move it from a Game Boy to a Game Boy Advance.
Yep.
And then move it to a DS, and then to a 3DS, I think, and then it can go to Home.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's easy, I'm just saying, like, you know. Yeah.
And not just that, you can't trade from Gen 1 to a straight Game Boy Advance game. I think you had to go to, like, Gen 3 and then to Game Boy Advance.
You had to go to Fire Red or something like that.
Yeah.
You have to have Fire Red and go to 3 or something. Yeah, there is a weird thing. So, yeah, people complain about national decks. You're crazy, man. Like, as someone who even likes completing the Pokédex, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, I would... The only reason I'd like to see a national dex come back is because I'm still in that group of people that want an all-gen game. Or, like, an all-region game. But we're going to need new hardware for that.
Yes. Yeah. But...
Or PC Pokemon game.
Hey, man, you never... Well, I doubt it, but you never know. That would be cool. In other news, at least games that we're playing, Overwatch Season 2 and the patch drops tomorrow. I've not actually read anything. I don't know if this actually has patch notes, or if this is just placeholder stuff. But...
It says we're going to run over the full patch notes below.
Yeah, I never believe them. The new tank Ramatra looks overtuned, like a new character should, in my opinion.
Yeah, he can literally hit people through shields.
Yep.
And he can pull Pharahs out of the sky.
Yeah. We won't know until we get our hands on him, and every tank that you queue up with is going to want to play the hero, and they're all going to be trash at it, so it doesn't really matter.
That's why you need to get to level 45 on the battle pass faster than anybody else.
Yep. They did lower it from 55 to 45. I saw a lot of people at least mentioning that on the news. Honestly, 55 wasn't that hard to hit, but I still feel like everybody else, you shouldn't be putting heroes in the battle pass. I think it's a bad look. I still think that. I think you'd be better off at even putting them in the quests would be better than the battle pass. As long as you made the quests like something like play X games.
To be fair,
X not being
I'm not
500.
going to say to be fair, but Kiriko is going to the quest after this.
Yeah, because you can't unlock her, right? Unless you, you know, and we'll see, you know, what the unlock requirements are if they haven't already said it. I haven't seen it, but.
Yeah, it was something about win so many games and something like that.
Oh, well, that means some people will never get her. Luckily, I already got her. I actually reached 200.
Nice. I got to 155. So.
Yeah. The new map, cool. I mean, it's got a rich story too with the Omnics that fit both Zenyatta and Ramatra. Looks interesting. Honestly, you're gonna probably, to keep the game fresh, probably have to do a better job of introducing new maps.
Yeah. Well, we also get a new map pool, so.
Yes, they're taking out Hollywood and something else. I don't really care about that change. Blizzard World is coming back in. Rialto's also coming back in. Yeah, Gibraltar. I actually like Gibraltar. I don't care that Hollywood's coming.
I like Hollywood.
But I don't hate it. I never saw that and it's just like, oh crap. So the Greek skins in the Battle for Olympus game mode. The Greek skins look cool if you care about skins. I personally don't. We don't know anything about, I don't think, the Battle for Olympus yet.
Yeah, it's just an event that's going to take place.
Yep.
At the same time as the winter event, or at least it overlaps partially.
Yeah. It starts on January 5th and lasts until January 19th, so cool. Some Twitch drops, cool. Catch up hero challenges. Yep, so win games for those wanting to keep these challenges. Yeah, directly in the in-game shop. Wow, no. God damn it, man. Why are you? You want to skip the challenges? You can just buy the hero. So I guess people can still get it even if they suck. Look forward to what's to come. That's no patches, right? Like,
no, there's no patch notes there.
See, that's why I told you, man. You just never trust them. I was pretty sure there was no actual notes yet.
Yeah, all of this stuff has just been in the release that's been put out over the past couple weeks that anybody could see on Twitter.
Yeah, because one of the things that they said they were doing is they're touching like the heroes that they were touching. Kiriko, Sojourn.
Yeah, that was in the article there somewhere. I did see it.
Yeah. No, it wasn't there. Where was it? I saw it too, but like we don't know. You can expect Justin's for Anna, Bastion, Drunken Queen, Kiriko, Mercy, and Symmetra. But we don't.
No, Overwatch has already said those were all getting hit.
Yeah, but we don't know how.
All right.
Anna could be getting a nerf, because for whatever reason they hate Anna, even though Kiriko is like her hard counter. But some of the things that they could be doing is if they nerf Kiriko to where whatever, well, they may feel Anna might be too good, and it could be a double nerf.
I can't see them nerfing Anna, though. Well, if they do, it's going to be a bad time because Roadhog is already difficult enough to deal with at the moment, and Anna is his true counter.
Yes, and in fact, that's what I've been doing on my comp games. If I see a Roadhog and they don't have a Kiriko, I always switch to Anna. Just because, yeah, as long as you don't get hooked, which...
Yeah, me and Ryan played some Mystery Heroes this weekend, and the enemy team get a Roadhog and it was over. Because unless you can get that Anna out on the field, there's not much you can do to him unless everyone just solo focuses him.
Yeah, he has to be
pub game. That's not gonna happen.
He has to be very out of place. Yep, I agree. But we have speculations. I'm right there with you. I think Anna's gonna get probably a slight buff, nothing major. She doesn't really need to change too much. She's pretty good. The problem that she has is Kiriko just kind of denies her whole kit. Oh, you antied my tank and me? Splash. No, Suzu. Oh, you nanoed? Alright, I'll ult. And my ult charges faster than yours.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's just... Oh, you slept somebody? You can even Suzu sleep. Oh, you antied me? I'll just teleport and that take... Oh, no, that does not take off the nano. But the point is like, I don't... Like, there's no reason to play Anna over Kiriko unless you need to shut down a Roadhog. And if you need to shut down a Roadhog, the enemy team can just have a Kiriko. I've also done that. I'll be like, oh, they have an Anna on another team? I'm going to switch to Kiriko. And I just spend that whole time being like, oh, that was a good anti. Nope. And the amount of times, and I'm not even that good with Kiriko, as you know, and the amount of times we've won just because I've kind of just took all the value from the Anna.
Yeah.
So.
But that also is what makes Overwatch different than any other, or most of these other games, is that you can switch on the fly like that. So when you switch to Kiriko like that, the Anna should...
Yeah, she should
theoretically switch.
And sometimes they do, and then most of the time, unless I'm playing poorly, I'll switch back to BAP or something like that, and then they can switch back to Anna, like, but most of the people don't do that. It just, they kind of forget that, yes,
like,
that's
I see
the theory.
Stuff in, like, playing games, and, like, the capture point games, where you're getting hard, like, countered right now. and the people will not switch their character until the next round.
Yeah.
Like,
they'll wait to round 2, and then they're like, okay.
We were getting run over by a Roadhog, and I'm sitting here the whole time going, I'm playing healer, and I was like, the DPS needs to change the Reaper. So,
yeah.
And he changes the Reaper at the break. It's like, dude, if you would have changed the Reaper at the midpoint in the game, we might have won that round.
Yeah, instead of waiting until the beginning of the round. You're right, though, for whatever reason. And I don't know if it's a lot of the time, it's like you can always find reasons to not change, right? Oh, I was just out of position. I can still play this. Or you tell yourself, well, I'm countering this, so I can't change, right? Someone else needs to do it. Or my favorite is, I almost have my ult. Or I do have my ult.
Yeah, the ult one is not a good excuse anymore, considering you keep 30% of your ult charge.
Nope. And there's times where, like, I know I need to change, so, like, I'll be on BAP. I'll just throw up a window. I'm just going to throw it up, because as soon as I die, I'm switching anyway. Even if it's a bad window, whatever. I don't care. So I don't use that excuse for myself.
Yeah, I will say, BAP is stupid broken at our level.
BAP is fucking broken even on PC at my level. The amount of games that and I'm not trying to say I'm great, I'm still playing in silver lobbies, but like the amount of games where I out DPS and out heal like our whole team and out heal the Mercy on the enemy team is insane. You are able to do both.
Yeah, I mean, you joined that game the other day when we were in Mystery Heroes, and I was home BAP.
Yeah, dude, just watching you fucking just murderate. So yes, BAP is amazing.
And I had him one game earlier, or this weekend, and it was on Hollywood, and these people just kept rushing me, and I just kept mowing them down. That's like, at what point do you stop?
Yeah.
Because they're like, I can kill him. It's like, never mind, I got.
The amount of times I've had like a Genji or a Lucio or somebody like dive me as BAP, have me destroy them, and then you see when they see you alone next time and just turn around.
Yeah, well,
like,
after I did like kill everybody, someone came in on May, and I had killed everybody else, and they were the only one left, and they put up the ice while it tried to get away.
They're like, fucking, I'm running. Oh,
there were 2 problems with that. Problem 1.
You can jump over the wall.
Yeah, so you can jump over the wall. Problem 2, she messed up the ice wall, so all I had to do was step through it.
You didn't even have to jump.
And that was play of the game, too.
So everyone got to watch. Oh, dude. Yeah, BAP's insane. And unless these patch really fundamentally like buff like Anna to the point where she's just simply the best, or maybe Kiriko isn't getting nerfed. Because as things stay now, every team should have a Kiriko, even if you're bad with her. It's still better than, like, a lot of people tell, like, oh, if you're bad at support or learning support, play Lucio, because at least you have passive thing. I literally think the answer is still play Kiriko. Unless the person who mains Kiriko, right, is your other support and is better than you, then sure, let them have it. But if things were going to stay the same, no, dude, just be Kiriko. Just be Kiriko and focus on, all right, I need to use my Suzu and my ultimate. You focus on those 2 things and the right time to use them, right? And you can literally just, that's it. The only thing you need to do to win games, at least until gold.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I can't argue with that, but yeah, just from me reading over their tweets and stuff, I was not expecting any heavy nerfs to any supports. The whole premise of this rebalance was to make support more playable.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting buffs across the board.
Even to Kiriko?
I don't expect a nerf. It may be a tune.
Interesting. Yeah,
but
we'll
I don't
find out.
expect a nerf.
Yeah. Well, the only problem, and so I watch ML7 every now and then, and he plays Kiriko, but he's an Ana, and even Paz, who's another YouTube personality who's also mains Anna, and he's like, there's no reason to play Anna. Kariko exists. She just hard counters your whole entire kit.
Yeah, and another thing I have seen is that different from Overwatch 1, a lot of their tune changes so far and what they've kind of like said that they're doing is more for middle tier, not pro tier.
Yep, they've been changing it for the more casual player instead of
yeah, which the pro tier, which has the biggest voice, is really not happy with this because Sojourn is just so broken at high levels.
Yeah,
but she's not at our level.
No, she's really not, because if you can't hit your rail shot, you might as well play soldier.
Yeah, so a lot of them for months have been complaining about her, demanding a nerf, and so far they haven't indicated they were going to nerf her significantly at all.
Yeah, this is the first time they mentioned they're touching her, and I'm pretty sure if they don't nerf her, then there will be like physical riots in the street. But yeah, I also wouldn't be surprised if the nerf was inconsequential.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be something that your railgun charge is going to deplenish faster.
Yep. Oh no, I thought they said something about distance. I think they did say something like that.
Maybe fall off distance on it?
Yeah, on the rail shot itself will have fall off distance. I think
which
that
probably won't affect the ult either. The ult probably will still have full damage at max distance.
I'd imagine, because it's an ultimate, right?
Yeah.
But even if that's not that, and that's the only way her rail can collat.
Yeah.
So it would be weird to change that.
They may also decrease the build she gets off of shields.
Yeah, I think that would be a big one, because a lot of times the strat with Sojourn is shoot at Ron. Just shoot at him until you have your rail, then jump in the air and pick off a support.
Yeah, and I don't think that'll affect our level of play either.
It won't.
Because they don't shoot at shields.
Nope, no one shoots at shields. We'll be fine. That, and on PC too, I feel a lot more confident. Like, when I see a Sojourn on the enemy team as BAP, I don't care. I'll kill you. I'm sure that will change, you know, if I get to probably not even gold, to be honest with you. It may change in diamond, but until then, it's like, I don't fear Sojourn.
Yeah.
I've seen good Sojourns, though, and yes, I understand why the pros complain.
Yeah, we played against that one, and
yeah,
got wrecked.
Yep, where you're like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it should be fun to see the full patch notes. I'll still be trying to climb, so we'll see.
By the way, I have like 5 more minutes, so...
5 minutes, speed round. Video game workers at Microsoft and Activision are taking steps to unionize. I just wanted to mention that. I do think that's a great idea for the video game community in general. I imagine you wouldn't say otherwise.
No.
I
mean, yeah, whatever.
Hopefully that
I'm more neutral on that. If it helps you, great. If not, great.
Yeah, then,
I'm not one of these people that's like, everyone needs a union.
No, yeah. You're right.
But, yeah.
Like I said, I'm not part of one, and it's fine for my job and industry, but if I do feel like the video game probably needs one at this point.
Yeah, they need somebody to hold them more accountable.
Yep. Instead of working 80-hour shifts and being like, this is fine. The Game Awards will be significantly shorter this year, which, thank God. I don't know how you felt, but last year I remember being like, dude, do we need like a 12-hour?
Yeah, I don't watch the Video Game Awards simply because I don't really watch award shows to start with, but yeah, I mean, it's like 12 awards. Why are we having a 8-hour award show for this?
Yeah. Apparently Midnight Suns, I don't even know what this is, some Marvel thing. And the Callisto Protocol launched, I don't think I care. Hey, Final Fantasy VI might have a release date. Summer 2023 regarding its release date. But a riddle suggesting the game will launch June 22nd. That's pretty cool. And that's everything I got.
Yeah. don't believe I have much more to add. I can do a quick check. No, I don't see anything.
Sweet. So that will be it for this week. I will be trying to stream more. I don't know if we're going to do DMZ with Ryan sometime this week, and because that's fun to do. Overwatch maybe. But yeah, hopefully we'll catch you at least next Monday for the next Tragikast at 5 p.m. around 5 p.m. Eastern. Until then, I hope everyone has